Good afternoon, and was a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Wednesday, June the 5th, and I'm in the reading nook with a nice hot cup of tea. And a box to continue unboxing. Now what I've got in here is this Strange Revelations 10 Instant Adventures for the Strange. So the Strange is a parallel Earth time sort of time genre hopping role playing game published by Monte Cook Games. The second role playing to appear, I believe, using the Cypher System, which had first appeared in Numenera. So, horror, action, and mystery in the shoals of the Earth. What's the hardest part of running a game? It has to be preparation. You can't just spontaneously say, let's play a role-playing game unless someone has already spent hours preparing an adventure for the group. But what if running a great game didn't require any more effort for the game master than it does for the players? Strange Revelations makes prepping for an RPG no more difficult or time-consuming than setting up a board game, while showcasing the wonder and weirdness of the many incursions lying in the shoals of the Earth. This is a must-have for beginning and veteran GMs of the Strange. These aren't adventure seeds, they're complete adventures in an innovative format that requires minimal preparation. Run them as one-shots or drop them to your ongoing campaign when you don't have time to prepare your own adventures. You can even run them together as a campaign for months of effortless play. Strange Revelations includes 7 adventures on Earth and across numerous incursions, complete with maps, NPCs, and all the details you expect. An innovative format for adventures, 5 minutes of prep gets you started with no need to read pages and pages of text in advance. Great advice on running adventures with little or no prep, beautiful full-colour show illustrations to reveal to the players during the adventures, 6 pre-generated characters that get to be playing in minutes, a handy rules cheat sheet to make things even run more smoothly. So now we've got the credits and contents page, and we leap straight into the introduction. It's not quite lengthy, and then we've got GMing adventures for the Strange. So you've got introduction telling you what the book is, and you leap into the advice for the game master, setting out its stall, telling you where to start with a scenario, how to flesh out scenario details, and so on. And throughout, you've got these little sidebars of advice or extra notes for the benefit of the game master. And then we go on to discussing things like how to use the keys in the book, using these icons, as well as explaining the format. And then we're on to new foci. So essentially, a character in the Cypher System is someone, you know, who does something in a particular way. Let's have a look. If I show you the pre-generated characters, where are they? Let's see if I can find those. I can explain those better with the characters 83. Here we go. So, it doesn't actually say. Just trying to look at it. Basically, say is a strong vector who does something in particular, or a skeptical paradox who, as you can see in those boxes there. But so, if you look here, you have your foci. So drives like a maniac, fights aliens, wears a steam-powered suit, terrific. And then we've got a list of ciphers. Now, ciphers in the game are essentially your, they're the doohickeys. I think they're the things that give you benefits. Now, ciphers essentially are typically are either one and done, or they have one, 2, or 3 uses, or they have an ongoing. You can use again and again, but there's a possibility that they might burn out. So you have a full list of ciphers here. And then, without further ado, we have the first scenario, Cannibal Wasteland. Essentially, the player characters attempt to translate fails, and they find themselves in an apocalyptic, radioactive wasteland instead of their intended destination. And there you can see the keys in action. So for this one, it says, the scenario has 4 keys. Something that informs the PCs that radiation blocks attempts to translate away from the Cannibal Wasteland. Translation is the means of travelling from one incursion to the next. Someone who knows the radiation doesn't reach into the Grotto of Whispers. A badge, ritual, paraphrase, and so on are banned to present the Valkyries for safe passage. Something that measures radiation. So, and you'll see those keys as they come up in the scenario. So, essentially what we've got is the details of the scenario, mood suggestions, salient points, starting point, and the wrap-up. This covers the whole scenario in a couple of pages, even with the illustration. And then we have, essentially, the location where they will start and play through. And then we've got another bit of artwork. And then it ends with, essentially, you have guide on to, you've got basically possible other locations, using this in a campaign, and then further developments, which will take you basically how to bring this into play elsewhere. And then we leap onto a shadow out of Innsmouth. So this is essentially the Cypher System does the Lovecraftian mythos for the strange. And then we have Starfall in Arden, which is basically evil creatures beset nearby communities after a falling star damages an ancient crypt. So this is more of a fantasy one, and you've got more of a kind of a dungeon layout. And you've actually got a wider location as well. The wardrobe, a series of gruesome murders grips the city, and essentially the player characters discover the only way to prevent more deaths is to close the gate to an ancient recursion located in an antique wardrobe. Reverse the Witch, the Lion, and the Wardrobe sort of thing. And this can essentially be in any city, but here you've got kind of an American style city. And there you've got an image of the wardrobe. And then Crash. Players search for valuable salvage, and a dangerous fugitive in a massive spacecraft crashed on the surface of a dead moon. So we're back to science fiction again. And there's the crashed spaceship, very tentacular in its layout. And you can see essentially, the locations are essentially got the locations numbered, and then the arrows point across to the map from the particular description boxes. And there's the image of the spacecraft. One day of campus. Essentially, something's amiss at the estate as player characters discover upon their return to the campus. So this returns the player characters to base, where they find themselves duplicated. So it's kind of a bit of a mystery scenario. Got a map of the campus and various things going on in the description. So it expands upon the campus described in the core rulebook. And then player characters must journey to the dark energy network of the strange itself, then resolve an ongoing disaster in the orb of worlds, a structure of some importance. So this takes it into the the mystical, magical energy of the power, what powers the strange. And then the player characters play a Halloween-themed board game purchased from Crow Hollow. but discover it to be an artifact of the strange with a deadly power over its players. So this is a perfect horror scenario for running at Halloween. So, you know, effectively, this is a horror themed version of sort of like Jumanji, if you will. Venom rises. Everyone believes that the Quiet Cabal radical has destroyed various Zal facilities, but now she's gone into hiding. She'll go unpunished. Find the radical or evidence that will clear her is up to the characters. You've got a mystery, an NPC to find. And then Mad Professor's Gambit. The players are caught up in a feud between two cross-recursion criminal masterminds, alternate versions of Moriarty, who are building a device able to control the strange. So that's perfect for when you're doing the, you know, pilots, you know, a steam-powered battle suit or something or other, like the earlier Focus, sorry. And then we come to Show-em. These are the Show-ems. Yeah, don't like that as a phrase, but here's the artwork. You know, recreated from earlier in the book, but bigger, better, clearer. Yeah, but show those to your player characters, and they'll get an instant idea of what's going on, or at least some idea of where they are, and helps to bring the location to life. Then you've got maps. This is the board game map. Very simple kind of board game as such. Then we have the cheat sheet for the strange, for the scenario booklet, and then the different character sheets. Basically, these are the 6 pre-generated characters, complete with details on the back. So essentially, so they're all ready to play, and that's it. And essentially, you've got the same again for 10 instant adventures for Numenera. Got an advert for that as well. So that is Strange Revelations, 10 instant adventures for the strange. I think it's a nice little collection. Really glad you've got hold of that. I'm going to give this a review in due course. Be nice to actually go back to the strange, because I only ever looked at the core rulebook when it came out, and review a couple of these books, and just give sort of like the whole of the line a bit more coverage than perhaps it's had. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below, and if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game, in this case a role-playing supplement for the role-playing game The Strange, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.